Princess Caroline, Princess Stephanie, a special look at the royal sisters of Monaco and the truth behind the tragic night that changed their lives. Good princess, bad princess.
On the next A Current Affair, Monday night at 7:30 on TV 22. A Current Affair, weeknights at 7:30 on TV 22.
President Reagan is at Camp David for the weekend, resting up after the busy summit week. And the state police are cracking down on drunk drivers over the holidays. We'll have details on those stories next.
WVNY-TV, Burlington, Vermont. Saturday night at 7 on TV 22. Win, lose, or draw, weekdays at 5:30 on TV 22. WVNY-TV, Burlington, Vermont.
Supporters of the death penalty are taking a different tack in the Vermont legislature this year. We'll have details on that story and all the news, weather, and sports right after this.
A prep school kid gets caught with on Highway to Heaven.
On the next Highway to Heaven, Wednesday at 5 on TV 22.
Have you ever been arrested?
Are you?
Raymond Burr. Examine the evidence for yourself.
Trial by jury, weekday mornings at 10:30 on TV 22. WVNY-TV, Burlington, Vermont. Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7 on TV 22.
Every second. Every minute. Every hour. Of every day. News is happening. Everywhere.
Broadway. Marla Maples.
You're on Good Morning America tomorrow.
Happy holidays from WVNY Burlington.
About 100 workers get their pink slips at Simmons.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Judy Simpson. News Center 22 will not be seen tonight. We're spending the holiday with our families. We'll be back Monday at 6 and 11. Until then, good night.
Vermont Skiers Magazine returns, brought to you by some of your favorite northern Vermont ski areas, Rosignol Ski and Snowboards, and your local New England Dodge dealers. In this week's show, it's a look at all the kids programs at Bolton Valley. We'll show you how racing can help your skiing, profile Smuggler's Notch's Fountain of Youth, Jim Thompson, giveaway passes, and a ski lesson in Sugarbush, plus much more, this Sunday night at 6:30.
This is WVNY-TV, your children first station. This is WVNY-TV, your children first station. This is WVNY-TV 22 in Burlington, Vermont.
The sponsors of Children First would like you to know about the following.
The Parents Assistance Line is a free telephone call to someone who can talk with you, send you educational materials, or provide a referral to services in your community. The Parents Assistance Line is a program of the Vermont Agency of Human Services and is available to all Vermont families and those involved with families. All calls are confidential and they do not use caller ID. Call 1-800-PARENTS.
Children First is sponsored by MVP Health Plan, Kinney Drugs, and Pepsi-Cola of Burlington.
He started out looking something like a satellite weather picture. He was born in a snowstorm. Here he is as a human snow gauge. And here he is up to his neck as a human water gauge. This shot has nothing to do with the weather, but it's just so cute we couldn't resist. Who else could you trust to bring you accurate weather information and predictions? Meteorologist Mark Searles has always been involved with the weather. Watch meteorologist Mark Searles on News Center 22, weeknights at 6 and 11 on WVNY-TV.
Baywatch, weekdays at 5 on WVNY-TV.
A local look at the Beatles this week. Coming up next on News Center 22, a local college helps single parents strike a balance between their personal lives and their educations. And on this Friday, we have a very special pet of the week, Susie the guinea pig. Join us for these stories and more news up next.
The Simpsons, weekdays at 5:30 on WVNY-TV. Star Trek The Next Generation, Monday through Saturday nights at 7.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels continues here on ABC.
Roseanne, weekdays at 5 and 5:30 on WVNY-TV. HBO Comedy Hour, Sundays at 11:30 on WVNY-TV.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels continues here on ABC.
This is WVNY-TV, your children first station.
Good buddies, they're the best of friends. Good buddies, and the good times never end. Their critical minds are always debating. Keep your eye on their thumbs to find out the rating. Good buddies, but are they best of friends? Yeah.
Saturday at 6:30, Sunday at 11 on WVNY-TV.
Themselves battling the unknown. He's running from something, that's for sure. On the next Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Days at 5 on WVNY.
Meet the man MASH loves to hate. All this week on MASH, rally round Colonel Flag.
Weeknights from 7 to 8 p.m. Saturday's Deep Space will air Friday at 5.
Coming up tonight on 22 News Now at 6, Vermont's National Guard and the Department of Employment host the Cabin Fever Gotta Get a Job Fair. In sharp contrast to Williston's recent development boom, we visit the open spaces at the Catamount Family Center in hometown Vermont. In sports, a plethora of highlights from the high school basketball playoffs, and meteorologist Rich Von Olm will have the full forecast. So join us for these stories and more tonight on 22 News Now at 6.
MASH, weeknights at 7 and 7:30 on WVNY.
Beyond. Judge Joe Brown on the new 22, ABC 22.
Strikers at Green Mountain Power blast the company. We'll tell you why tomorrow at 6. Automakers show off their latest designs at 11.
Judge Joe Brown, weekdays on ABC 22, WVNY. Frasier, weeknights on ABC 22, WVNY.
Quite stylish. And maybe I'd see
Judge Judy, weekdays on ABC 22, WVNY.
do that here.
Judge Judy. WVNY, Channel 22, Burlington, Vermont.
Hi, I'm Eric Green. Coming up tonight live at 6 on ABC 22 News, the Youth of America. The nation's attorneys general are wrapping up their conference in Burlington with a discussion on youth issues and the future of America. We'll have a report. And the French and Indian War comes back to life. We'll take you to Ticonderoga for the event.
And in the weather, things are indeed looking wet as we head into Saturday, but what about Sunday? We'll give you all the details coming up at 6.
Good morning. It's Friday, June 22nd, 63 degrees in the Champlain Valley as we check in with you at 8:56 this morning. The ABC 22 view showing a few clouds right now over Route 7. We'll check the weather forecast in just a few minutes. I'm Jenny Rizzo. Thanks for joining ABC 22 this morning. Attorney General John Ashcroft just traveled to Ottawa to talk about ways to fight drug trafficking over the U.S.-Canadian border. The Customs and Immigration officers at the border of Vermont and Canada say there has been more focus on stopping designer drugs like ecstasy from entering the country. They have also heightened their awareness of foot and mouth disease, checking cargo from Europe as well as people who have traveled to affected areas.
They've been a rural area or a farm or a place that's affected by that. We want to make sure, number one, that the Canadians have taken care of it by disinfecting those folks' footwear and shoes and gear when they come in. And if there's any question, we would take care of that here.
The Highgate Crossing is also one of the busiest international ports in the Northeast, checking more international cargo than Boston's shipping port. Vermont's housing shortage is causing more problems, this time in prisons. Inmates who could be out of jail on furlough are forced to stay behind bars because there are no apartments for them. Many jails are at full capacity. Vermont hopes a new prison in Springfield will help alleviate the problem. That facility is expected to open in 2 years. And time now for a check on your weekend forecast with Randy Mann.
Good morning, everybody. We'll have a warm afternoon, partly sunny skies, but there is a chance of scattered showers. Temperatures into the upper 70s to around 80 degrees, and it will be breezy. Showers and thunderstorms more likely on Saturday, mid-70s for highs. Partly cloudy, a little better for Sunday. Warmer weather Monday and Tuesday with highs into the mid to upper 80s.
Put them in the non-smoking section.
Weeknights at 7 on ABC 22.
On Frasier.
Weeknights at 7:30 on ABC 22.
Welcome back, and time now for our check on your weekend weather forecast with Randy Mann.
Good morning, everybody. We'll have a warm afternoon, partly sunny skies, but there is a chance of scattered showers. Temperatures into the upper 70s to around 80 degrees, and it will be breezy. Showers and thunderstorms more likely on Saturday, mid-70s for highs. Partly cloudy, a little better for Sunday. Warmer weather Monday and Tuesday with highs into the mid to upper 80s. Good morning, everybody. We'll have partly sunny skies with a chance.
There'll be only one place to be in all of New England, June 30th and July 1st, the Burlington Waterfront, for the first annual ABC 22 Lake Champlain Challenge, as 5 classes of inboard boats battle for points in New England's only APBA boat race. Speeds of 150 miles per hour, the ABC 22 Lake Champlain Challenge, brought to you by Cellular One, Lake Champlain Ferries, LakeChamplain.com, Champlain Oil Company, and ABC 22 WVNY. You're watching ABC 22 WVNY. This is ABC 22 News at 11.
It's Friday night. The big story at 11 is a condom controversy in, of all places, the White House. Some conservative groups are angry tonight, but Secretary of State Colin Powell has advised teenagers to use condoms.
You're watching ABC 22 WVNY. Tonight at 11 on ABC 22 News.
Is sex becoming too mainstream for Vermonters? Kelly Reardon examines the issue in part 2 of For Adults Only. Also, Vermonters who say they'd rather inhale. They head to Montpelier to support a bill for medicinal marijuana. President Bush approves a nuclear waste site. We'll tell you where. Also, Andrew with hockey, college action, and the high school playoffs.
Tonight at 11 on ABC 22 News for You.
Is sex becoming too mainstream for Vermonters? Kelly Reardon examines this issue in part 2 of For Adults Only. Also, Vermonters who say they'd rather inhale, they head to Montpelier to support a bill for medicinal marijuana in college and high school hockey. Next at 11. Woman attacked an express lane for having too many items at 11.
Call the ABC 22 forecast phone 24 hours a day at 860-2922. Updated hourly with the latest conditions and a 7-day futurecast.
We'll have scattered snow showers off and on into tomorrow, but it looks like we have a better chance of snow heading our way for Sunday. We'll have the details at 11.
At ABC 22, when we say news for you, we mean it. Our newscast is for you, and we want to know what you think. So on ABC 22 News, we put our email addresses on the screen every night. Tell us what's on your mind, your reaction to our stories, what you'd like to see in our news, and we'll respond to your comments. The more we know what you want, the better we can serve you. ABC 22 News at 6 and 11. News for you. ABC 22 News for You is presented each night with closed captioning. Closed captioning is brought to you by Milne Travel American Express, serving travelers since 1975.
Good morning. Today is Friday, June 22nd, 63 degrees in the Champlain Valley as we check in with you at 7:56 this morning. ABC 22 View showing a few clouds right now over 189. We'll check the weather forecast in just a few minutes. I'm Jenny Rizzo. Thanks for joining ABC 22 this morning. Attorney General John Ashcroft just traveled to Ottawa to talk about ways to fight drug trafficking over the U.S.-Canadian border. The Customs and Immigration officers at the border of Vermont and Canada say there has been more focus on stopping designer drugs like ecstasy from entering the country. They have also heightened their awareness of foot and mouth disease, checking cargo from Europe as well as people who have traveled to affected areas.
They've been a rural area or a farm or a place that's affected by that. We want to make sure, number one, that the Canadians have taken care of it by disinfecting those folks' footwear and shoes and gear when they come in. And if there's any question, we would take care of that here.
The Highgate Crossing is also one of the busiest international ports in the Northeast, checking more international cargo than Boston's shipping port. Vermont's housing shortage is causing more problems, this time in prisons. Inmates who could be out of jail on furlough are forced to stay behind bars because there are no apartments for them. Many jails are at full capacity. Vermont hopes a new prison in Springfield will help alleviate the problem. That facility is scheduled to open in 2 years. And time now for a check on weather with Randy Mann.
Good morning, everybody. We'll have a warm afternoon, partly sunny skies, but there is a chance of scattered showers. Temperatures into the upper 70s to around 80 degrees, and it will be breezy. Showers and thunderstorms more likely on Saturday, mid-70s for highs. Partly cloudy, a little better for Sunday. Warmer weather Monday and Tuesday with highs into the mid to upper 80s.
Your health is brought to you by Fletcher Allen Healthcare, putting patients at the center of care.
Good morning. It's Friday, June 22nd, 63 degrees in the Champlain Valley as we check in with you at 8:25 this morning. The ABC 22 view showing sunny skies, a couple clouds right now over Church Street. We'll check the weather forecast in just a few minutes. I'm Jenny Rizzo. Thanks for joining ABC 22 this morning. Crime and energy conservation are headlining the agenda at this year's National Attorney General Summit in Burlington. At issue, helping seniors with sweepstakes scams and stamping out mail fraud. They're also trying to end the energy crisis. New York Attorney General Eliot Spitzer says now is the time to start conserving.
If anyone wants more detail, we're happy to. Or if we don't change our policies right now, then 2 years from now, 3 years from now, we will be in the sort of crisis condition that California's in.
The Attorney General's Summit continues through tomorrow. It is now against city law in Plattsburgh to possess a fake ID. City councilors have changed the law in an effort to combat underage drinking. The original law said those caught using a fake ID to buy alcohol could be charged, but there was a loophole. The problem was that those caught at the door of a bar could claim they did not want to buy alcohol, but just enter the bar. Now the law says that possession of a fake ID is illegal, punishable by a fine of up to $500. UVM students and community members have been getting down and dirty all month long, searching for pieces of history over 5,000 years old. Amateur archaeologists have been working alongside UVM anthropologists in Colchester, digging up Native American artifacts. So far, arrow points and ceramics have been uncovered. Experts will also be able to determine what the Native Americans ate for dinner centuries ago. Several more digs have been lined up. Archaeologists will research natural areas set to be destroyed to make room for the circumferential highway. And maritime history fans gathered at a ribbon-cutting ceremony yesterday, marking the start of construction of the Lois McClure schooner. It will take 3 years to build the vessel, which is modeled after 2 historic Lake Champlain shipwrecks. The Lake Champlain Maritime Museum plans to showcase the schooner's construction with various engineering exhibits and school programs. The ship's namesake comes from a Charlotte resident who pushed hard for the schooner project.
This is a work in progress, and people can visit for the next 3 summers and watch it being built.
This project will highlight all the wonderful maritime history that has taken place in Burlington, which has really actually given rise to Burlington.
When the project is completed, the Lois McClure will journey down the traditional schooner routes on the Hudson River. On Your Health this morning, for hundreds of thousands of people, hearing this newscast is a very difficult task, but that soon will change. Researchers in California began clinical trials of a new cochlear implant this month, and the results are promising. Hearing impaired participants in the study can say they can hear better with the implant, better than with a hearing aid. And we'll be back in 60 seconds to check your weather forecast.
Excuse me, are you planning a trip outside the country?
Have you thought of everything? What about your health on the trip? To remain healthy, you'll need more than vaccinations. You'll need counseling on how to stay safe wherever you're planning to go. It's best to start early, so when you make your reservations, make an appointment at the Fletcher Allen Travel Health Service by calling us at 847-1045. Fletcher Allen Healthcare, putting patients at the center of care every day.
People's Court, weekdays at 4 on ABC 22. House Calls with Dr. Jennifer Gelbstein, only on ABC 22. Maury, weekdays at 9 on ABC 22. Alias, Sundays at 11 on ABC 22. House Calls with Dr. Jennifer Gelbstein, only on ABC 22. This is WVNY, Channel 22, Burlington, Vermont. 9 on ABC 22.
Fox 44 Local News is on Facebook. Join the discussion.
This is WVNY, Channel 22, Burlington, Vermont.
Coming up on the Fox 44 News at 10, no school tax increase as some Plattsburgh parents skeptical. Will programs suffer in the Empire State? And Vermont Yankee officials in the Burlington area reaction about the renewal process plans. Plus, an officer run over during a traffic stop who police believe may have been behind the wheel.
Trying to find the lowest prices at the pump? Check mychamplainvalley.com to see the lowest local gas prices and tips on how to save fuel.
High school juniors and seniors, how would you like to win a brand new car this summer? The better your grades, the better are your chances of winning a brand new Subaru Impreza or a Hyundai Elantra. Buckle down now, and maybe you'll be buckling up in a new car this summer. Plus, 3 runners-up will win $1,000 scholarships from Vermont Federal Credit Union. To register and for contest details, go to burlingtoncars.com. Drive for Excellence is sponsored by Burlington Subaru Hyundai, Hall Communications Radio Group, ABC 22, and Fox 44.
You're watching ABC 22 News, local news that matters.
Before history is etched in so vague, it's carved in ice. What happens next will last forever. The Stanley Cup Final continues on ABC.
Sponsored locally by Twin Craft Skincare, Rudd Roofing, and Rutland Regional Medical Center.
Do you want championships? We've got your championships. Coming up, we're on the ice and in the courts with the Stanley Cup and NBA Finals this June on ABC 22. Your home for championships.
Monday morning, I'll have tips for home renovation, budgeting, and financing for your best life.
After a wishy-washy weekend, we're thinning out the showers early next week. Details Monday morning.
When severe weather threatens our area, ABC 22's weather experts have you covered, tracking the path of the storm.
Damaging winds will be very likely with any one storm as it passes through the Champlain Valley.
Breaking in with the latest information.
Radar lit up with precip and quite a bit of lightning.
Toasting breaking alerts and updates.
This storm may go down in history.
For the most local coverage of severe weather, trust the Sky Tracker weather team.
Help ABC 22 and Fox 44 feed a family this summer. Our Automotive Group is proud to sponsor the Feed a Family food drive on June 13th. Join us at Hannaford and Rutland to make your donation.
of adults over 50, there's a place for you in the Vermont Senior Games. You'll find it all competing in our 14 professionally run events throughout the year. Whether you're driven by the thrill of competition or just want to have fun and stay healthy. Sign up today for the Vermont Senior Games, presented by Vermont Blue Advantage, supported by ABC 22 and Fox 44, and these sponsors. Don't miss our next events. Register or learn more at vermontseniorgames.org.
You feel safe.
Download the My Champlain Valley local news app today. You're watching ABC 22 WVNY Burlington, Vermont. Weekday mornings on ABC 22. I know what we're doing.
We're getting you ready. Oh, you're going to know first.
About the breaking news that affects you.
What happened overnight in your community.
And across America.
Plus, my 12-hour forecast, helping you plan and keeping you safe.
That's how we do mornings.
So you're ready to take on the day.
ABC 22 News this morning.
And Good Morning America.
Right here on ABC.
Andrew, minty fresh. Why, thanks, Danny.
You're watching ABC 22 WVNY Burlington, Vermont.
Want more from ABC 22? Follow us on Facebook.
Drew. It's her very first television interview ever to Lulu Willis. What was it like with you and your sisters?
We talk every single day. We still have sleepovers with my mom, sleep in her bed.
This is my dream.
Today at 9 on ABC 22 WVNY.
Court is in session from 3 to 6 p.m. on ABC 22.
At ABC 22 and Fox 44, we value community. From large events to one-on-one conversations, we find fulfillment in helping provide a voice for local businesses through effective methods of televised and digital advertising. We're looking for strong communicators like you to help our local businesses get their message to the right customers. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to mychamplainvalley.com and click on Jobs to apply today.
ABC 22 is proud to support our community by giving local.
Planning a new kitchen or deck project? You can count on the pros at Curtis Lumber for inspiration and design tips. Watch the Curtis Lumber Kitchen and Deck Design Show, Saturday morning at 11:30 on ABC 22.
Everyone.
When you click mychamplainvalley.com, you get the latest local news headlines and videos, weather with custom forecasts from local meteorologists, and sports news and highlights from your favorite local teams. It's all at mychamplainvalley.com.
An ex walks away with a valuable asset.
In order to sell the policy, he requires your signature. I said, just make me an offer. And what did he say?
Judge Judy.
Today at 5, only on ABC 22.
The North Country's home for local news.
The North Country will cloud on up this afternoon.
The North Country finding a little bit of some wintry mix.
Here in Shazy, it's a great night for some soccer, the beginning of the Class D semifinals.
We sponsor the Relay for Life of Plattsburgh each year, and personally, it warms my heart to say that.
Reporting in Saranac Lake, Matt Lawfer.
In Morrisonville, Mike Hoey.
In Albany, I'm Jamie DeLine. Reporting in Plattsburgh, Isabel Schoneman, ABC 22 News.
Check your phone for the day's highs and lows. Then check in with the Sky Tracker weather team for the full forecast.
As local meteorologists, we use cameras and reports from viewers like you to see into places the radar can't.
With our mountains and valleys, it takes local weather experts to provide the best forecast for you.
So if the weather means changing your plans or avoiding a dangerous drive, you'll be prepared with the Sky Tracker forecast.
Trust the Sky Tracker weather team, local weather experts.
You're watching ABC 20.
When severe weather threatens our area, ABC 22's weather experts have you covered, tracking the path of the storm.
Damaging winds will be very likely with any one storm as it passes through the Champlain Valley.
Breaking in with the latest information.
Radar lit up with Precision and quite a bit of lightning.
Posting breaking alerts and updates.
This storm may go down in history.
For the most local coverage of severe weather, trust the Sky Tracker weather team.
Now,
Show off your dad in our local Dad's Father's Day photo contest. All you have to do is scan the QR code or go to the contest page at mychamplainvalley.com. Upload your favorite dad photo from their favorite trip, special occasion, or just a regular day. And 4 lucky dads will be chosen at random to win a $50 gift card from one of our local sponsors. Show your dad how much you love and appreciate them. Scan the QR code or go to the contest page at mychamplainvalley.com. The local Dad's Father's Day photo contest. Brought to you by these local sponsors.
Next, Drew. It's her very first television interview ever to Lulu Willis. What was it like with you and your sisters?
We talk every single day. We still have sleepovers with my mom, sleep in her bed.
This is my dream.
Monday at 9 on ABC 22 WVNY. People's Court. Weekdays at 3 on ABC 22.
Finally, Dad decides to teach it.
You're watching ABC 22 WVNY, Burlington, Vermont.
Thank you for watching ABC 22 News, local news that matters. ABC 22 is proud to support our community by giving local.